What is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, I'm going to give you my first look and first flight test of the NSH custom disc Gunnz. So for Christmas, they sent me this nice Iceberg TV snowflake version of the disc. And then I got one of these earlier runs, just solid green. So we're going to give them a quick flight test, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on the flight after we give them a few throws. They kind of feel similar to an Innova Eagle, a little bit faster than the teleporter. We got a pretty stiff headwind slash right to left, so it's gonna make them fly a little bit funnier than usual, but we're gonna give them a rip and see how they go. The green one just held up to the headwind quite well. I'm gonna rip this one a little bit more flat. Throw it nice and firm and flat, similar to how I would throw an Eagle. That one flew very similar to an Eagle, so we're gonna treat this one just the same. Before it hit the pole, it actually picked up when I threw it nice and firm and flat, a good bit of turn, and the headwind kind of held it turned over. But that's a really shapeable disc where if you put it out on hyzer, it'll keep moving to the left throughout the flight. Or if you put it flat, it'll actually get a little bit of turn and push mostly straight. So I actually really like the feel and the flight of the Gunnz. We're gonna go grab them, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts, and we'll give them one more throw apiece. So the 3D printed discs from NSH Custom Discs are extremely durable. You should only have to buy one unless you just want to have a backup in case you lose one or throw one in the water, which I commonly do a lot. I throw a lot of discs in the water, so it's really nice to have two. We're gonna give each of these one more throw nice and flat, and we'll see if we can't get this one to turn just a little bit and see if we can't recreate a similar flight with the snowflake as well. The only other thing I would like to touch on is the grip of the 3D printed discs. It's a little bit unusual because there's actually quite a bit of texture in here, and it's gonna be hard for you guys to see on camera, but it's not quite as smooth as the typical disc golf disc. You can actually feel the 3D printed lines, which can give you a little bit more grip depending on if that's just something you like to have, that little bit of texture where your fingers sit, but it is something notable about these discs in particular that you're not gonna see with other disc golf discs. So we're gonna throw them both flat one more time, see if we can't get a little bit of turn out of this one, see if we can't recreate on this one. That one's nice and stable, has a super consistent flight. It popped up and went straight for a bit, and then as the disc slows down in the air, the overstability kicks in and it fades off to the left. A really dependable fairway driver, and I really like the way that one's flying. Now let's see if we'll throw this one on the same line and see the kind of flight we get. I intentionally kind of pulled over on that one to really test the stability of the disc. And although it did hold the turn for most of the flight, just like the green one, as the disc slows down, the stability kicks in at the end and a super dependable fade to the left at the end of the flight. I'm really enjoying throwing the Gunnz, and I'll probably put one in the bag for the next few rounds I play and see if it actually holds a place next to my T-Birds and holds that slot in my bag. Leave your comments in the comments section down below. You're watching Iceberg TV, and take care.